still the same as always. The love is still the same as always.
Yeah, I had to learn the rules, I had to play the game, I had to learn a way to keep the mind upon the things that really aim. Plenty rapping, not too many with the songs that age well. Once again, I found myself inside the studio with pen and pad again, dog. The love has never really dissipated, wouldn't find another way to express. Put together feelings in a verse, it's only fair to get the pen and ode. To this music that they claim is on the verge of dying out. Yet another summit that we ought to reach, try it out. They don't understand the power and the legacies all inside the words. So they much rather focus on the fashion and the brands. Nonetheless, I'm on the road, I gotta focus on the things I well and truly know. Not too many things upon the shirt that go beyond a lifespan, just like music. Michael Jordan put the ball away and now he hardly seems speaking anymore. But as many days I get to hear a lot of classics of the people that are gone. And the feeling doesn't even ever wait, still as strong as what it was back then. Had to learn a way to double every talent that the Father's given to me, yes. Yet and now epitomize a picture that for sure is burning deep inside my chest. Forever that I stand a man blessed,
What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man George.
What's shaking, guys? How y'all living out there, man? Shout out to the free thinkers. Shout out to everybody that's been following us on Def to Radio. Make sure y'all follow us on Def to Radio. That's a big reason why we're doing this reaction today. That's DEAF2 Radio. That's our new Instagram. Make sure y'all follow us there.
And as always, man, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're notified when we drop new music like South African artists. Up-and-coming artists, check out the link in the description. If you want to be placed in front of one of our up-and-coming videos like the artist in front of this video, make sure you check out the link in the description. We'll get you hooked up.
We are touching a rapper that's hailing from Ghana. Now, I want to shout somebody out, man, that's been rocking with us heavy on Def to Radio. I mean, this is what I like, right? You know, the support. Def to Radio, following us on Twitter. My man's name is Nana Kwesi. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I'm sorry if I'm not. Big shout out to Nana Kwesi, man. You're a big reason why we're doing Lyrical Joe. We've seen the requests come in for Lyrical Joe, but Nana Kwesi has just been very, very consistent. And also shout out to Don KOC. That's the Twitter handle there, Don KOC from Twitter. He actually told us to get to Lyrical Joe. He added us, man, and a whole bunch of people, man, started to retweet it and hit us up. And so it gained a lot of momentum. We like to see that. We don't need it, but we do like to see momentum, you know what I'm saying, from a lot of people. It lets us know that there's a demand for it. So big shout out to Don KOC and Nana Kwesi, man, for this. So let's get right to it, man. Venturing into Ghana, man. Let's see what y'all talking about over there in Ghana, man. Let's see what's going on. We've been doing South Africa. We did Nigeria, too, with my man M.I. Ibaga. You know what I'm saying? So, but we need to get to Ghana. Let's get to it. Lyrical Joe, 5th of August.
Reading means reading through encyclopedia. We are no lesser gods, so we never get drunk from the libation poured by the tradition.
9 minutes and 45 seconds, so you ain't gonna see too much stopping. But he came in. Ryan was, you know.
He said, I love the prerequisite, though. Thank you so much, Lyrical Joe, because you said right at the first statement, reading me is like reading through the encyclopedia. So that means we're going to get a lot. So I appreciate the forewarning. Thank you so much, sir.
Reading means reading through encyclopedia. We are no lesser gods, so we never get drunk from the libation poured by the traditional man in the traditional media. Me try hyper-fired. Aside Jovi, it's only few rapping in Cameroon. Aside Calligraph, it's anybody rapping in Kenya. Aside Mask or Dash, do people rap in Tanzania? Just 2 rappers have AQs, IQ in Nigeria. Maybe you didn't get it. Come closer, dismiss him. I can sack your last album with no pressure. Sack first, nomination first, win, record breaker. Forget Twitter, if we are setting rap posts, you are a stripper. Some say I don't deserve the crown, VGMA said otherwise. Just when I was worried by thinking my doubters were right. King Solomon came to my dream and said they're never wise. If this rapper's married to the game, then I just killed a wife. My statics are major, I should hit Weezy up. Tell him I'm going back in time to be featured on Lollipop. Don't bring your 2 cents here, keep it 100 over 50. Life can be a candy shop if many men will power up, never missing. Before Nissan, I was a pathfinder.
Talk about it. Okay, real quick, man. Speed round.
Yeah.
Give us some feedback, because I feel like he just gave us all the rappers we need to do as we're making our way around the continent of Africa. He said, aside from Jovi, it's only a few rapping in Cameroon. So Jovi is probably a rapper from Cameroon we need to touch. Calligraph is another rapper that seems to be hailing from Kenya. Maybe we need to touch that. Mex Cortex, Tanzania. And we know, and he said just 2 rappers have AQ's IQ in Nigeria. So I think that was a shot.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Whoever AQ is, he's bigging AQ up, but sending shots to Nigeria, some other rappers in Nigeria. But we know M.I. Ibaga hails from Nigeria, so we touched that. So maybe AQ.
Yeah,
some
man.
feedback.
Right after the encyclopedia line, man, he said we are no lesser gods, so we never get drunk from the libation poured by the traditional men in the traditional media. Don't get sucked in by the media. Don't believe everything you hear, and so don't get drunk on things that may be false teachings, false. And I love the way he said we're no lesser gods, because we can't even fall susceptible to that because we're on such a higher playing field. I thought that was a really intellectual, dense line said quickly. And it's like you could just brush over that. Like, yeah, that was pretty insightful.
It was very insightful. And I think he's also saying, man, the media, we don't need the edification from the media either. We don't need the edification. You know what I mean? They're lesser men. We don't look to the media for approval. You know what I'm saying? We look at ourselves as of a certain level, right? We're not lesser guys. These are traditional men that probably aren't tuned in or plugged into our situation, our culture, the way we are. So we don't look to them for approval. Also, man, he went into this little scheme here with 50, right? To power up. Power 50 is a director or producer of the show Power. He said, don't bring your 2 cents here. Keep it 100 or 50. Life can be a candy shop if many men will power up, right? So keep it 100. Keep it real, or 50, right? Just at least keep it half real. You know what I'm saying? But 50 cents. And life can be a candy shop. Life can give you a lot of fruits from your labor, man, if you just power up. But 50 is a producer on the show Power, right? But power up. So life can be great. But many men, y'all need to come together, man, and get your shit together, man, and power up and bite down and work hard is how I got that, what I got on that line. And then he had the Static Major line, right? Static Major was a producer for Lollipop. Shout out to Lil Wayne. He just went diamond on the song Lollipop. My statics are major. I should hit Weezy up. His statics, maybe statistics, maybe his energy static is very major, is high up. So shout out to Weezy. He should go back in time because Static Major, rest in peace, is no longer with us. So he's like, I'm a big deal, man. You know what I'm saying? I could go back in time and be featured on Lollipop. Maybe Weezy need to holler at me now for what I'm doing.
If these rappers married to the game, he's like, I just killed their wife. I just killed the wife, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you married to the game, okay. Because everybody says that, you know what I'm saying? I'm married to the game, you know what I'm saying? Don't hate the player, hate the game type of shit,
I'm destroying these rappers.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill the wife.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
exactly. I like it. Let's keep it going.
Record breaker, forget Twitter. If we are setting rap posts, you are a stripper. Some say I don't deserve the crown. VGM said otherwise.
If we're setting the rap pose, you a stripper, bruh. You know what I'm saying? We talk about POLLS. On your behalf, it's POLES. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't even be in a conversation when we talking rapping. If we talking pose, you should be on. You should be.
You tricking yourself out.
You should be Magic Mike or some shit.
Yeah, you tricking yourself out. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all ain't in that conversation, but we talking rap pose. Talk about who does this. You ain't in that conversation. Let's keep it going.
Just when I was worried by thinking my doubters were right, King Solomon came to my dream and said they're never wise. If this rapper's married to the game, then I just killed a wife. My statics are major. I should hit Weezy up. Tell him I'm going back in time to be featured on Lollipop. Don't bring your 2 cents here. Keep it 100 over 50. Life can be a candy shop if many men will power up. Never listen before the sun.
I'm sorry, but he said keep your 2 cents as well, which I thought was hard. So we'll still play on 50 cents, but 2 cents. Keep your 2 cents, meaning your opinions, right? Your little 2 cent, your little minor opinion, keep that shit. And then he went into 50 cents. So that was hard.
Don't bring your 2 cents here. Keep it 100 over 50. Life can be a candy shop if many men will power up. Never missing before the sun. I was a pathfinder who lands high. Go tell Toyota there's a Highlander who is audibly making bands with the speed of a Jaguar. When everyone sees the range, I ain't talking Rover. Y'all can take the dead position when it comes to doing these. I'm number 1 and number 2. I'm the shit and I'm the beast. This is 2 brains, 2 thoughts, 2 cents, and 2 heads. I'm too blown, like I'm getting BJ from a Siamese. Red beam, beam. I stone a boy with a laser, a rocker. But Jay-Z didn't define this fella. This is it. The rap game savior and destroyer. The way I make a move from a hero to a Hiroshima. All this one, the genesis where creation began for y'all. I add so if I'm able to gain y'all, it shouldn't be a surprise. I pull up and whips, bro. My D long, you rappers are wumps. Time to shift, bro. Left to burn your ladies, I'm back in the flesh. Finally, I got away.
He's been rapping.
Yeah.
He started to heat up even more when that beat dropped in.
Oh my God. Yeah, dude. 2 brains, 2 thoughts, 2 cents, 2 heads. I'm too blown like I'm getting BJs from a Siamese. Siamese twins and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm 2 of everything. But that would be an experience, wouldn't it?
that is a thought that is now embedded in my head for the rest of my life. But he's too blown. Like I 2 brains. I'm like, it's like I have 2 brains. I'm out of this world. I'm
like
too
limitless
blown.
and shit.
I'm limitless with the shit. Right?
Yeah, man. He said I'm the rap game savior and destroyer. You know what I'm saying? The way I make moves from a hero to Hiroshima. So, you know, whichever way you want to take it, anybody that wants to get with me lyrically, or I would be the savior for rap, you know, because a lot of people think that, you know, rap is kind of taking a dive with you know, mumble rap and things like that. But so I could be the savior, but I could also destroy some motherfuckers too if y'all really want to take it there. You know what I'm saying? I could be the lyrical destroyer too. So from a hero to a savior to fucking devastation of Hiroshima. I thought that was cold line.
That was hard. Before Nissan, I was a Pathfinder. So now we got this whole car scheme, right? Before Nissan, I was a Pathfinder who lands high. Go tell Toyota there's a Highlander who is audibly making bands money with the speed of a Jaguar. So that was really hard, actually.
That was.
So he's referencing Nissan and Nissan Pathfinder, then the Toyota Highlander Toyota, then the Jaguar, obviously, right, as a car as well. And he said audibly, so I think that's maybe Audi, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. Making bands, Benz is a Mercedes-Benz. But to define it, though, he's a Pathfinder. He always lands on top. He said, you know, he's a Highlander. I mean, that could even be a reference to the movie Highlander, like he's a dude that plays at a different level, right?
Yep.
He's making money, you know, with the speed of a Jaguar. He's making money, like, real quick, real fast, right? With the speed of a Jaguar, an actual Jaguar is in the car, but the Jaguar could be an animal as well, the Jaguar. So when everyone sees the range, I ain't talking Rover. When everyone sees my range, I think my range as an artist, you know what I'm saying? I ain't talking Rover, but Range Rover is another car reference, right? The car or the SUV Range Rover. So just bar it up. I'm number one and number two, I'm the shit and the piss.
Exactly.
You take a number one, that means you're pissing. Number two means you're taking the shit. But I'm both. I'm the shit as in I'm great at what I do. And I'm the piss. Just throw piss in there. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to talk about. A rocker, but Jay-Z did not define this fella. You know what I'm saying? I rock this shit. I'm a rocker. I mean, I'm a rock star. But Rockefeller is Jay-Z's record label, right? Jay-Z didn't define this fella, right? This guy. I'm my own king over here, right?
Then he said, call this one the Genesis, where it all began, y'all. I get at him, so I'm able to cane him. I'm able to cane him. I get at him. Adam, right? Adam and Eve, but Cain and Abel, right?
Genesis, it all began, Adam and Eve.
Yep. That was a cool scheme, you know, the whole biblical reference. But basically, I can get at you. Like, I call this one the Genesis. You know what I'm saying? This is where it all began.
I pull up in whips, bro. My D long. You rappers are wombs. Time to shift.
Woo!
So, you know, I'm shifting wounds with the long one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm shifting wounds out here. But basically, he's just saying I'm killing them. I'm getting at them. I'm killing these rappers, man. It's time for y'all to shift and move out the way. You know what I'm saying? But in your womb is a vagina, right? So I'm shifting. Y'all get it. Y'all breaking walls down with my dick in the vagina.
I get stomach.
You know,
I get stomach.
Shout out to Michael Blackson. All right, man, let's keep it going, man. We can go all day with this dude. God damn.
I am. So Eve, I'm able to gain y'all. It shouldn't be a surprise. I pull up in whips, bro. My day long. You rappers are won't. Time to shift, bro. Left to burn your ladies. I'm back in the flesh. Finally, I got away with murder. How I did it, they need analysis. I found a pot to piss and watch them kick the bucket calmly. A wordsmith enough to share name the real family. Get dirty. This is spiritual and lyrical. Republic celebration like KNUST. Referee. Vision clear, keep an open eye. And Leo at work, but looking close, you see a German eye. Reading news about papers we get, and they hate the graphics. Streets say I'm dope, no traffic light controls the drugs are traffic. I master classics, and I never blow my Honda. But the applause, they accord me faster than any Civic. No telling this, no telling that. Gossip at the bank, only where you see me with a teller, probably at the bank. I don't really socialize, but listen, man, these lines will hang. Getting better with time, like wine. Guess my life is drunk. Mythical, factual, kicking biblical visuals, and when it gets lyrical, you know Job is standing very tall like a twin to the tower, but there is nothing identical. They couldn't break me down, coming plain, more than physical. Preacher gave your sermons before Black Sheriff's reality.
That Twin Tower shit was crazy. Yeah, let me break that down real quick for you, boy. He said, you know, Job be standing very tall like a twin to the tower, but there is nothing identical. They couldn't break me down coming plain. That was crazy. So obviously he's saying he stands tall, right? Like the Twin Towers. Like I stand tall, man. I stand behind my words. I stand tall as a man or whatever, as a lyricist, right? I'm a giant in this shit, like the Twin Towers, which he's referencing the Twin Towers in New York City. They couldn't break me down coming plain. You can't fuck with me coming with average basic bars, right? 9/11 is what he's referencing, right? The plane coming plain hit the towers, right? But you can't break him down coming plain. He stands tall as a tower. That was crazy right there.
Yeah.
A wordsmith, right? Enough to surname the Will family, right? He's a wordsmith. He's good with words, right? But he's referencing Will Smith. He's like surname, you know, man, I could take on the Will Smith, like the surname of Will Smith. Vision clear, keep an open eye. A Leo at work, but looking close, you see a gem in eye. That was crazy.
A gem in eye.
Yeah. Gemini. So it's a horoscope a play there, right? Horoscope scheme. He said a Leo at work, a lion, a king at work, right? Leo is also a horoscope sign there. And then you see a gem. You see a gem in me. I'm a diamond. I'm like a precious stone. If you look close. I got away with murder. How I did it? They need an analyst. Annalise, I think, is the lead character in How to Get Away with Murder, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. But they need an analyst, though. You know what I mean? To figure out how I got away with it. You know what I'm saying? Master Classics never blew my horn. My Honda, I think is what he's saying. But they applause. They accord me faster than any Civic. So that was slick, right? So I never blew my own horn, man. It sounds like you blowing your own horn throughout this whole motherfucker.
Exactly.
You talking your shit. But maybe before this song, he probably didn't brag too much or was braggadocious about how great he is.
But another play on the vehicle schemes, right?
Honda,
you know what I mean?
Civic, Honda Accord, Honda Civic, right? But he faster than any Civic. So that was hard. So let's keep it going.
Streets say I'm dope, no traffic light controls the drugs are traffic. I master classics, and I never blow my Honda. But the applause, they accord me faster than any Civic. No telling this, no telling that. Gossip at the bank, only where you see me with a teller, probably at the bank. I don't really socialize, but listen, man, these lines will hang. Getting better with time like wine, guess my life is drunk. Mythical, factual, kicking biblical visuals. And when it gets lyrical, you know Job is standing very tall like a twin to the tower. But there is nothing identical, they couldn't break me down, coming plain, more than physical. Preach and give your sermons before black sheriff's reality. King in this waters, before streams I had my royalties. Who gave them the audacity? My respect till infinity. You rappers way too needy, and this time I'm doing charity. God's hottest creation, and he didn't need clip. He made me while the sun shine. Switch my name from Joe to Hey. Charlie, every year I'm hungry. Get these rappers off around me. Peace on them and win again. This is Kanye and the Grammys. You peace, we go. Peace. 10-legged fashion, feet out in a rare outfit, Charlie.
Yeah, hold on, man. Little lines in between that I like to touch, right? These lines will hang, right? He said, I don't really socialize, but listen, man, these lines will hang. Yeah. They'll hang out. You know what I mean? You're hanging out, you socializing, but these lines is gonna hang. They're gonna stick to you, right? I want to go back to that Twin Towers bar too, because he said, Joe be standing very tall like a twin to the tower, but there's nothing identical. Right? Identical twins. I just wanted to add that little wrinkle to it as well. King in these waters before streams. I have my royalties. So a stream is made up of water, right? Yep. And a king. I was a king with this shit before the streaming and all that came along. I was already bodying shit, killing shit, right? But kings have royalties, streams, water. I was doing my thing before the streams came along, man. I was always royalty. In a sense, always looked at myself as a king. I didn't need streams and all that to validate me.
He said, I piss on them and win again. This is Kanye at the Grammys. You know what I'm saying?
You know Kanye pissed on his Grammy, right? Yeah, saying Kanye literally pissed on his Grammy and then win again. Let's keep it going.
Nothing identical, they couldn't break me down, coming plain, more than physical. Preach and give your sermons before black sheriff's reality. King in this waters, before streams I had my royalties. Who gave them the audacity? My respect till infinity. You rappers way too needy, and this time I'm doing charity. God's hottest creation, and he didn't need clip. He made me while the sun shine. Switch my name from Joe to Hey. Charlie, every year I'm hungry. Get these rappers off around me. Peace on them and win again. This is Kanye and the Grammys. You see that piss, we go. Piss. 10-legged fashion, feet out in a rare outfit, Charlie. Where peace is, I'm a rare species. We reach the sun and the moon when I air these clips. On the Bible when I tell you this game is my sex missus. Make her act it like Noah and give me a split like Moses. I do things that school things, see lose things, then I screw things out of this world like Avatar. But this energy came from blue jeans. So God, I be creative. I just need an iron arm. Now God is saying I'm a God. I am saying that I am. And that is self-education. If this life is an exam, who are you? Me, I'm a student of the teacher that I am. Forget COVID. Rappers, practice social distance when you see me. Keep it 100 meters. I'll give you a run for your money.
The humility in this, man. The humility in this, man, from Lyrical Joe, man.
And you know what? One thing that I noticed he's doing right now, he's switching up flows. He's showing us different cadences, as he's rapping as well. And I think that that's dope, man. I'm a rare species, I'm gonna air these things, and I thought that was hard. He said, when I reach the sun and the moon, when I air these clips, solar eclipse, I think is kind of where he was going with that. Yeah. I don't know if that's a gun bar or if he's just talking about when I'm rapping, when I air this shit out, you know what I'm saying? It's just like a solar eclipse. It's just a total it's just darkness. I'm just killing everything. So, but either way, I really like that line.
I do things that school things, see loose things, and I screw things out of this world like Avatar, but this energy ain't from blue jeans. So to your point, Ryan, the cadence that he got into, you know what I mean? Because that was going to be my feedback. Had he not switched it up, I was going to be like, okay, it's a lot of the same thing for how long this is in terms of his flow and his, his cadences. But he started to get into a different bag. I'm like, okay, good, because you can't have 9 minutes or 45 seconds with the same pattern. He said, but make her arch it though. Like Noah. You know what I'm saying? Noah's ark. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Noah's ark. But arch her back though. Arch her back though. So I'm saying sexual. It's a sexual undertone there. And give me a split like Moses. You know, Moses parted the Red Sea. He split the sea. But make her split it though.
Make them legs split.
Let them legs split like Moses though. Game is my sex misses. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of, use the Bible, those sort of Bible figures or whatever, language in there to kind of get the bar off, but that was slick. All right, man, let's keep it going.
And the moon when I add these clips on the Bible when I tell you this game is my sex misses. Make her act it like Noah and give me a split like Moses. I do things that school things, say loose things, then I screw things out of this world like Avatar. But this energy came from blue jeans. So God, I be creative. I just need an I and am. Now God is saying I'm a God. I am is saying that I am, and that is self-education. If this life is an exam, who are you? Me, I'm a student of the teacher that I am. Forget COVID, rappers practice social distance when you see me. Keep it 100 meters, I'll give you a run for your money. Top 5 and you are naming your children. This ain't outdooring. Too much raps, I'm only competing with Egyptian mummies. I'm not snapping. You will live to see the picture, don't be posing. God is rapping. When a bar drops, the feeling is heaven. Tribulation. Go tell them this rap will come after rapture. Cause I'm the one ahead of 3 6. Sick 37 bar setters. The inspiration drawing architects. In my bag where every single rapper is a big pocket. Born sinners. But we are some hell of hustlers. Getting godly money like offering bowls. Gosh, prophet, here to stay. Guess I'm on a lay. That's you rappers meet. Weak like Wednesday. Next, my swag funk. I flex, you rappers break. Fast, we can do it in the morning. I'm calling sway. Bet money, I'm stuck to by the free spirits. Even in America, my liberty cannot be represented by a statue. Gold Coast flow, you menace one could detach you. Lose your head like Kwame Nkrumah's original statue.
Beast.
Go fear to my dog, they back. I got 6 stomach bones with the flows I'm packed. I shook some nights until I shone hair like combs. I'm too legendary rapping, I should be big like Pac. Oh Lord, I reach within and pass the reach from within.
Sean Combs little reference. Here to stay. Guess I'm the late. Test you rappers mid week like Wednesday. Next, you know what I'm saying? Wednesday is middle of the week, right? My swag funk, I flex you rappers Brett. Fest, money I'm stuck to, but I'm not a free spirit or something like that, he said. But he said I'm calling Sway Bet, right? After that. So he's referencing all of the hip-hop morning shows, right? The Breakfast Club, Funk Flex, and then Sway in the Morning. You know what I mean? So I thought that was cool. But he's coming up to Sway to rap. And I don't know if he's been on Sway, but I like to see him
I would too.
on Sway in the Morning. You know what I'm saying? Because Sway is really good with making sure that he has reached out to a lot of African talent. So that'd be dope for us to do that. And also back to that line, you rappers mid-week. You guys are mid. You're average. You're weak. Wednesday is the middle of the week, just to make sure I touch that clearly.
I'm too legend with rapping. I should be big like Pac, like Tupac and Biggie. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a legend. You know what I'm saying? I should be immortalized like those guys.
That was dope. That was a whole Bad Boy, Death Row, Suge Knight, Puffy, Big, Pac, little scheme there. That was hard.
My swag funk, I flex, you rappers break. Fast, we can do it in the morning. I'm calling sway. Bet money, I'm stuck to by the free spirits. Even in America, my liberty cannot be represented by a statue. Gold Coast flow, you menace one could detach you. Lose your head like Kwame Nkrumah's original statue.
Beast.
Go fear to my dog, they back. I got 6 stomach bones with the flows I'm packed. I shook some nights until I shone hair like combs. I'm too legendary rapping, I should be big like Pac. Oh Lord, I reach within and pass the reach from within test. Natural wealth, Spider-Man 1 with a net wet. When I drop these, the world is not where I'm trying to get. I'm as it is in heaven, thy will, I'm down on earth. I know lesser gods who went ahead and stole my line, but heaven ain't out of credit when God is still on my line. The boy is still number 9. At the time it was all off, but this one is a dick in the sky who wants to fuck up. The bars are still dropped. I came to show Afro pop, the only hip hopper singing in his rain like a frog. A time traveler traveler with only 2 luggages, money bags and body bags. Which are you fitting in? The flow resonates with every spirit in this sector. So I'm constantly in a trance, forget gender. When you rapping this good, your hater becomes your lover. Try to paint my greatness like a bitch, but they got Mona Lisa. Price is gone up while I compete with the sun. It's just a warm-up. Refuse to be broke. I need a sterling. Shout out to Omar, not when I'm alive. Not even when I'm dead and buried. Your ladies ain't hot enough to give my skeleton a boner. Off a minute, bro, any minute more, none of
It
your
is funny unintentionally, I feel like. He said, what did he say, man? He said, I'm competing with the sun or something like that, right? What did he say? When you rapping this good, your hater becomes your lover is funny. Yeah. That's true. What do they say? Hating is just a misguided love is what they say hate is.
I'm a time traveler with only 2 luggage, body bags, money bags, body bags. Which one do you fit in? You know, that was a hard line.
You better help you get to the money with me. I know that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
He said the only hip hopper singing in his rain like a frog. I don't know if that's a Kermit the Frog reference, right? When he said when Kermit the Frog sang that song, I'm singing in the rain. I don't know if that's where that's from, but singing in his reign, R-E-I-G-N, right? The rain, raining over the game. I thought that was slick. He said price has gone up while I compete with the sun. It's just a warm up. You know what I'm saying?
It's the warm up.
That's how hot I am.
That
was super hot, right? I compete with the sun. It's just just warming up, compete with the sun. That's how hot I am, right? It's just a warm up, right? Sun warms and heats everything up. That was hot. At a time, it was all love, but this one is a dick in the sky who wants to fuck up. Dick in the sky is up. He's fucking up, right? But who wants to, jump over the gun line though and fuck up? You know what I mean? Get put in a body bag luggage.
Yeah.
When you rapping this good, your hater becomes your lover. Try to paint my greatness like a bitch, but they got Mona Lisa. Price is gone up while I compete with the sun. It's just a warm-up. Refuse to be broke. I need a sterling. Shout out to Omar, not when I'm alive. Not even when I'm dead and buried. Your ladies ain't hot enough to give my skeleton a boner. Off a minute, bro, any minute more. None of your mom giving any sound. Any sunny sipping henny, get the money, put them in the sauce. You know with a frozen. Others are getting the venom. Animals flows. I dose them. Callers are setting, I'm drifting on dangerous minimum. Crazy, I drove them. You don't really wanna see me pissed off. Better not say nobody got this thought. Cause I know say nobody got these thoughts in these thoughts. I'm a big bro. I'm a lyrical genius, just keep off. And they looking at me like a rip off. And they thank you for putting me on. I'm a million. They make a day on and a billion. I'm a lily on. I'm a silly, really. We are the dogs. Everything I've been on when the ladies them on. And I kill it, while we the run. Lyrical juggernaut. They couldn't judge not. I'm in a crazy note. And I bought everything coming for showing them what I got to know. So I do a lot, I know this stuff. Pulling them with a dot. Then I go overboard making the body drop. I'm in the top because the niggas stuck to my kick and pen up and just you know that I do it. Hard cost when cost drop on front floors to your front doors and your drop floors. I'm a boss, better boss cost. It's a boss Ross. Too hard, need a zoo. Lifestyle too wild. You know God be my security and he never lose God. You can never touch my level. You're thinking and stuff aside. You think you evil till I pull a Brad Pitt. I seen bad. Bema, I know the rich. The ones you the rich. You can set the dates. Somebody for fun and tell them say lyrical the rich. Spooky. This is very spooky. But this is not the movie. Don't enter the lion's gate. Cause that dream won't work here. Show me the match. You a rocks and a pussy. I mean you are your catch. You know
the lyrical miracle side of that was I did not like that, but I understand why other people love that sort of fast-paced sort of lyrical miracle. We call that the lyrical miracle bag here, where you're not really saying much of anything. But I have to give him credit for the transition into that cadence and keeping that cadence. While still having a few clever lines, but he wasn't really saying anything really at an elite level lyrically there. But again, I think that was more deliberate on his part to kind of show a different cadence.
Yeah, to show his bag, his repertoire, so to speak, you know.
He said, spooky, this is very spooky, but this is not a movie. Don't enter the lion's gate, because that dream won't work. Here, show me the match, right? So dream work, Lionsgate, right? These are our movie studios or whatever that makes movies. But, don't enter the Lion's Gate. Don't enter the Lion's Den, man, because that dream that you have of winning or being able to defeat me won't work.
This is very spooky, but this is not the movie. Don't enter the Lion's Gate, cause that dream won't work here. Show me the match. You a rocks and a pussy. I mean, you are your catch. You know it's gonna be the Titans on any day that we clash. And you can be colorblind, but still it's ashes to ash. Listen, old folks forgot, no go slow support. I oversee this one for all those abroad. The float on board from gold Gold Coast, of course, I pen creation. I ghost road for God with sounds in my cloud, but you people love to copy. So before I make it rain, I get my audio marked, so you see the Spotify did it. It go boom if they play it, forbidden to bite. Even on Apple Music on God, I came with different ways to blow. I'm the most dynamic dynamite. Light years ahead before creator said let there be light. When lunch was my supper.
Yeah, he a couple of lines that I do want to touch though. He said, "I pen creation, I ghost wrote for God."
Yeah.
Damn.
A pin creation.
A pen creation. I ghost wrote for God. Like, God, this is how you do it. This is how you create everything, man. Just so you know, man. Like, damn. Listen, old folks forgot, no go, slow support. I oversee this one for all those abroad. The flows float on board from Gold Coast, of course. That was crazy. I oversee. Overseas is abroad, right? So I oversee this one for all those abroad. But I oversee what's going on, right? The flows float on board. The Fozies floating on the track on board from Gold Coast, of course. From the Gold Coast to Africa, right? So from, you know, like, what did they say? Live from the Lions Den, man. From the Gold Coast. I'm rapping, but slick wordplay in this, man. But after that pen creation line, he gets into this whole streams, I guess you could say scheme, right? He said, with sounds in my cloud, SoundCloud, sounds in his cloud, his music in his cloud, but you people love to copy. So before I make it rain, I get my audio marked. So you see the Spotify did, Spotify, go boom if they play it forbidden to bite even on Apple Music. So that was pretty intricate right there.
It was very intricate. The whole SoundCloud play, the whole audio mark. I guess audio marks would be just copyright, right? Because it'll go boom if I forbid it on Apple Music, you know what I mean? But the whole bite on Apple, forbidden to bite, but bite means copy as well, you know what I mean?
And then Apple's logo has a bite out of it, right? So,
but if you bite my shit, why you biting my shit? That means you copying, you know? But it'll go boom. I'll shut the shit down on God.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna shut that shit down. Don't bite Audio Mark. It could be saying Audio Mac as well. It could be a reference to Audio Mac. Yeah. That's another thing. But if I mark my audio and you bite the shit, it's a problem, is what he's saying, just to simplify that. So dope.
Old folks forgot, no go slow support. I oversee this one for all those abroad. The float on board from Gold Coast, of course. I pen creation. I ghost road for God with sounds in my cloud, but you people love to copy. So before I make it rain, I get my audio marked, so you see the Spotify did it. It go boom if they play it, forbidden to bite. Even on Apple Music on God, I came with different ways to blow. I'm the most dynamic dynamite. Light years ahead before creator said let there be light. When lunch was my supper, I took a branch on that hunger drive to break fast. But doesn't mean success was overnight. Whoa, what do you hear? Fixing your ears. Straight lines for 12 months. I'm ruling the year in a country with no national flights, and I'm still controlling the airways here. So let the crowd scream while the verses are clapping. Most slept on, I know what everyone is dreaming. I'm sitting on top of a lyrical pyramid, aliens communicating. This 5th August like New York, it has a Manhattan. Me free Ghana, but flow now you know who foreigner. Had to accept the one behind these bars is not a prisoner. I'm taking white from the year, now you are a listener. Apple product password, I'm an eye opener. We know your address, homie, you stay in your feelings. We are some superheroes giving birth to my villains. Homie, I'll be dream chasing on the run when I'm slipping. Mick Millie will be marveled by the way I'm be seeing. I see what I hear, cause I have ears. It's a fucking comeback like a makeup sex. A problem to these races. I'm blacking out here. Attention is cheap to pay, but still they owe me out here. We in a moving era, that's why every single day I take a step like daddy brought a child from a different mother. I'm policing every bar, and I'm not even taking bribe. Even though I got love for this one Ghana, one soldier. Maintaining them when rimming the men. Now with a man, names couldn't be my Rams. Smelling a million M. Half with the top of like do. Try for the one of my do. Came from the gutter life, ain't really got a like. Line everybody like you. By 15, I was making the hottest look like amateurs. By 16, I was the coldest like the AC temperatures. Decorating my Hall of Fame, painting my pen, and yes, he took the wood out of Hollywood to cap my furniture. This will bring you healing, it's therapy for the young and grey. A doctor on these beats, I made the aim, and that's a word to Dre. I'm here to stay. In this rap thing like a building, wasn't made last night, but I clean and own the house today. Tell the awards I deserve the crown every year. Tell the awards the boy deserves the crown every year. Cause rap in the apple of my eye, and I ain't even seen Adam and Eve take a bite yet. Beast. Yeah.
Rap God here. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay. I want to say one thing, man. Ghana, stand the fuck up, though.
Yeah.
Ghana, stand the fuck. That was like, if we wanted
Jesus.
to introduce a motherfucker to what Ghana is capable of, I understand. This was overwhelmingly the song that y'all told us. I don't even remember any other song choices to start us off with this. And I understand why, man. He absolutely demolished that.
He absolutely lost his mind, man. There's so many dope lines in here, and the pure work rate of how much he put into this is just amazing, man. That is amazing. It was almost nonstop. It says 9 minutes and 45 seconds is the length of the song, and it's probably 9 minutes and 20 seconds of him rapping.
Yeah, man.
Straight. So that is and showing you different looks and just showing his repertoire as a whole and what he can do and what he can different flows and different cadences. And he was lyrically barred up, and he kind of showed you the sped up super flow as well. So I mean, he just kind of showed it all. This is a great, what you said, introduction. The way that he displayed greatness. To me, I don't think you could ask for anything else from a rapper. I mean, he's giving you, okay, which way do you want it? You want this, you want that, you want fast, you want slow, you want bars, you want depth, you want substance, you want that. You know, he's giving you.
Yeah, and even in the umbrella of bars, I mean, do you want schemes? Do you want punchlines? You want metaphors? Do you want just in general wordplay? Do you want alliteration? Do you want multi-syllable usage? Do you want like all of the technical check boxes? I felt like we got in here. Maybe depth maybe is something that we'll get from him in other songs, but just technical skill and the ability to rap, I think he murdered this. We are not going to be able to touch every line, but we'll touch a few more, man, because there was a couple of notable bars here. He said, straight lines for 12 months. I'm ruling a year in a country with no national flights. I'm still controlling the airwaves here. That was hard. That was hard. So he's controlling the airwaves, the radio waves is what he's saying, right? But no national flights or no national sort of airlines are associated with Ghana, right? But he's still controlling the airwaves, though. So that's a slick play on words. Like, the airwaves are being controlled, maybe not via flight, but via my rapping on the airwaves of the radio. Hard.
What do you say? I came with a different ways to blow, like the most dynamic dynamite, light years ahead before the creator said, let there be light. I thought that was a really cool play on words, you know, light years ahead. So I'm so far ahead of the beginning of time, right? Let there be light, right? So I was even before that shit. You know what I'm saying?
He ghost wrote for God. He said, Apple product password. I'm an eye opener, right? If you know when you type in your password in, if you want to see the password, you hit the I on the password in for your Mac or your Apple device. That was slick. But he's an eye opener in that he opens eyes. He opened my eyes. He said, we know your address, homie. You stay in your feelings.
Yeah. We know your address.
That was hard, man.
You stay there.
We know your address. Where your address is where you live, right? Yeah, you stay where you stay. You stay in your feelings, man. You hurt. You hating.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I like this line here, man. We are superheroes given birth to by villains. I think that's an interesting line. I'm not sure where he's going exactly there, but maybe he comes from tough circumstances, right? People that were maybe in the streets or doing things they weren't supposed to do. We come from a tough background, I think is maybe what he's saying, but we're some heroes. We're trying to change things. And then he went into, homie, I be dream chasing. So we come from tough surroundings, tough backgrounds, but we chasing dreams on the run while I'm sleeping, right? But literally while I'm sleeping, dream chasing, right? On the run, but he's just dreaming of a better life. Meek Millie will be marveled by the way I'm DCing. So I think that's a marvel. So first of all, Meek Mill is the head of Dream Chasers, right? The rapper Meek Mill. And he would marvel at the way I'm dream chasing, DCing, but Marvel Comics, DC Comics, I think is where he's going with all that. This motherfucker.
Yeah, that's
exhausting.
So is that DC and destroying competition?
A problem to this racist. I'm blacking out here.
I'm blacking
well,
out.
if it's a racist in the equation, if you black. You know what I'm saying? They probably don't like that shit, but I'm blacking out, as in I'm losing my mind lyrically. Like I'm blacking out. Attention is cheap to pay, but still they owe me out here. They ain't paying enough attention, right? They still owe me more attention. Even though it's cheap, they still owe me, right? He said, I doctor on this. Beats I made a M, and that's word to Dre. That was hard. That was a Dr. Dre Eminem reference, right? I'm like a doctor with this, man. I'm surgical with what I do with these tracks, man. Beats I made an M, and that's word to Dre. I don't know if he makes his own beats, by the way. I'm not sure, but let us know. But even still, he made $1 million off of, you know, doing what he's doing as a rapper. Maybe he makes beats as well. And then Eminem, obviously, word to M. Lyrical Joe is actually incredible at what he does, man. And this was an excellent representation of Ghana. So y'all got it right. And we would keep it real if you didn't. The lyricism, the cadence switches, just the overall ability from a technical standpoint was A1 in this, man. I personally think though, for 9 minutes and 45 seconds, this was draining. I want y'all better appreciate this shit, by the way. And there's no way that we're gonna be able to touch literally every line in this. But maybe next time, if there is a song like this, maybe we'll do a part 1, part 2, maybe even part 3. We'll see. But excellent shit from Lyrical Joe. Can't wait to get to more actual songs from him. I think that this was more of a display, like his rap god type of thing, like Eminem's rap god, just showing all that he can do in one sitting. You know what I'm saying? But not something that I would want to listen to again, but definitely give us some other songs that are not maybe as centered on him just showing off his ability, but something that has a little bit more content so we can see another wrinkle to his game. But dude, I'm very impressed by this dude. Dude, he can rap his ass off.
He was incredible, man. He was incredible. But as you can see, my energy bar is just drained. This was a long,
as you can see, yeah,
freestyle, man. I think you're dope as hell, man. And I really want to get into other music from you, maybe a song from you, because this seems like kind of a long freestyle. But that would be the only feedback, man. Break that up.
But that was an amazing request, guys. Thank you so much for getting that request over to us, man. It really showed us what this dude is capable of. And just give us some more Lyrical Joe, man. We definitely getting back to him. That's the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed that, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm George. That's Ryan. Las Vegas. We out.